Well, this is our warehouse where we treat the waste, and we'll see the different activities that we do here, from preparing the materials for recycling. Manual dismantling, where here we have the boxes from TV operators, and we dismantle the boxes in every component that it's inside the boxes. Every material is separated and then send it to recycling facilities. The plastic, also from those boxes. The cardboard, now it's empty. Here we do as well a manual dismantling for microwaves, computers, for equipment that have materials with a high value. Every part is separated and then sent to recycling. Here is where the treatment begins. The trucks deliver the waste here. The waste is separated from categories, microwaves, TVs, printers, and each category is weight in the here, and then it goes for the treatment local. If we are talking about boxes, it's at the entry. If it's microwave, it goes to my colleagues in this little aisle. And the small squeeze that are very difficult to dismantle, we put them in that place, which will be have in the line will be decontaminated, small batteries, and also the turners, and we'll remove also some things that can difficult our treatment, has for instance cables. Then that waste separated and decontaminated, it will shredded in a machine that we have at the end, and then it comes to here. Here it will feed that sorting line. First we have the trommel that will separate in fractions, and then my colleagues will separate every part of the that was previously shredded. Ferrous metals are with a magnet, are taken automatically from the line, and at the end we'll have only plastics. The container that you saw at the entry, the big container, it's only plastic that is the result of all the sorting activity.
But here we see that all the materials are mixed.
Yeah, then it's fed the sorting line, and my colleagues will take off. If you want to, we can go upstairs and see the activity. The material is shredded, and then it's separated. See those boxes for each part of the materials to make a proper decontamination. Yeah. Plastics, boards, some transformers. This should be inox, copper.
For parts like this, we still have the...
Then we send to a recycle that is dedicated for this type of material.
So we send dismantling again.
Yeah.
So here is a primary sorting.
Yeah.
After shredding, we have primary sorting.
For this material, for instance, it's prepared for recycling.
Ah, yes.
But there are some parts that need another type of facility dedicated to But. See, at the end, you'll only see some kind of plastic.
Then this will go to a trommel.
The trommel is up there, and then
Conveyor to our
sorry.
conveyor, then to a magnet separator or something. Or
No, the magnet is this one. It's taking all ferrous metal away to outside.
And the plastic goes to outside. At the end, you have mainly plastic.
So this is metallic parts. It's
Sorry?
metallic separated by the machine. Copper,
Yeah,
aluminum.
they take from the sorting line and put here for the different types of metals.
For separating aluminum.
This separates the materials in fraction. The small powder and the sand is taken off and then goes very important for the air quality in the sorting line. It separates these small parts that in the line are very difficult to separate, and it's separating non-ferrous metals and ferrous metals. From the sorting activity inside, then the materials are put outside to storage before they are sent outside. Here we have cables, and then we have aluminium, metal mixture, radiators, copper and aluminium radiators, remote controllers. Here we do also manual dismantling for this type of machines. We have a lift to put the machine upstairs for better ergonomic dismantling. And then we separate the glass, plastics, the tubes, and the motors. Yeah. They are, I think they are over there.
Yes, is the motor is treated here or in another
No,
facility?
then we remove all and send to specialized recycler
Site. In Portugal or outside Portugal?
in Portugal.
Portugal.
Why the washing machines are outside and the other? It's a choice. It's
In terms of space.
okay. I understand. Thank you.
It's not an hazardous activity, so it's mainly for space questions. Here we usually have 2 or 3 persons dismantling
It's
machines.
enough to-
Yeah, but at this hour they are in their break. Yeah.
Okay. I understand. Okay. Thank you.
Veolia is a treatment facility whom we work with. We collect the waste and we send it to Veolia to be treated, dismantled. But they also play another function, they also do other services for us, because Veolia is the waste management operator that collects the waste in this area.
Municipal waste. Yes,
No, not municipal waste, because municipal waste it's the municipality responsibility.
Okay.
Yes. But we have collection points in fires, fire stations, schools, retailers, supermarkets, and they are the ones doing the collection of this waste in our name. They bring it here, they do the sorting in the different waste categories, and the waste categories that they do the dismantling, they do it here also.
So another question, because actually what's the operation system is much more applicable for the 8 countries, because of it's more simple, requires the workers, to the dismantling system, the segregation, all of that, the area itself, it's much more applicable because it's simple. So, and the question, the PRO regarding the outcome, the products, okay, because as we have seen at the end, the Veolia, the product is coming out is still mixed, while in other serving company is producing much more diversified materials. So, is it for the PRO? If there is the regulations or requirements from the members to for the final product, or just we need to collect and our indicators regarding the collection system, the amounts that have been collected and all of that.
Well, we as a PRO, we need to collect and make sure that the treatment is the right treatment, but we also need to guarantee that the fractions that result from the treatment facilities go to the specific and right destinations. So even though they, for example, the metal that is clean and goes directly to a
foundations.
Yes, but we also have fractions that they are not pure, they are not clean, and they need to go to a subsequent treatment. And they need to make sure that that fraction then goes to the correct destination, and we need to monitor all of that. Okay, we as a PRO need to do this monitoring also with our treatment partners.
So you are still monitoring the whole cycle, the supply chain.
Yeah, it's like
just for example, he takes a motor and get it to another treatment facility. I think you shall make sure that the other treatment facility takes a proper action for recycling, for reuse, for recovery, for XYZ.
And the subsequent destinations need to give Veolia and then Veolia to us the information about the recovery taxes.
Yes.
Okay, so
and
reporting
recycling
system.
taxes.
So you have a reporting system regarding the material that will go to another facility, and the auditing system at the end will verify this closed cycle.
One thing that I forgot to tell you is that this facility, it's a WE certified, Wellabex certified facility for three types of WE waste, three categories. Yeah. For the small WE, for the large appliances, and the IT, and the air conditioned. For those, we dismantle and separate all the fractions.
For Veolia, back to the presentation, you said that you have three activities: water and energy and waste management.
Yeah.
So energy means that you have power plants to generate electricity, or you mean just using the fuel extracted from the waste to give heat and cool?
We have three main types of energy. So we have a waste to energy plant that we receive municipal waste.
You have your own?
We operate, we don't own. It is owned by Liport and we operate it. And
Liport.
It's the municipality organization.
So it's government?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and we receive municipal waste and we turn it into energy for the city of Porto. It's only in the north.
So you just operate, and he is responsible for selling the electricity or the energy?
We operate the whole thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
and the fuel for that power plants comes extracted from the waste?
It's waste from the municipality of Porto.
Collection.
Yeah, and then we have production of energy. So we can work with industrial clients where they take their sub-products and biomass, for example, and create their own energy on site. We can help with solar panels to create energy as well on site. And then we have energy efficiency. Energy efficiency, we're talking about how we can improve, we can work on maintenance for the buildings. And so we have these three kind of approaches for energy. We also have 12 cogeneration units in hospitals. So we are making the energy production in hospitals more reliable and efficient.
Okay, but you are private
Yeah.
Your private?
We are a French company, 170 years old. So it started in 1853 for water, to give drinking water to Paris, and then it expanded, and that's why we are now in the whole continent and more than 50 countries.
Okay, thank you.
And in Portugal for 30 years.
For Paulo, it seems that you have many waste management or waste companies that you're dealing with. The decision to give that waste to that company depends on the category of the waste. If it's small,
depends on the category, yeah. And started with a tender. So we are obliged as a PRO to do tenders to select mainly the treatment operators whom we work with. Yeah? And for example, Veolia treats category 1, the air conditioning, but they don't treat the fridges. So we need to select another company like Ambigu that we saw yesterday to treat the fridges. But we are obliged to do tenders to select these companies.
So you don't do it by direct contract, you have to make tender?
You have to make a tender.
How long for each contract? Between 3 years, 5 years? It's not
normally we
specific,
have 2 years, but now that we have, we just received our license, and our license will have more years. It will be 10 years. I believe that the next tenders will have maybe 5 years or something like this.
Okay.
So it's important to make sure that our partners can make investments.
But Veolia has the right to deal with other PROs?
Yes, yes. We don't have exclusivity with them.
And at the end, it's monitored by the Ministry of Environment, right?
At the end, all of this proceeds, it's monitored by Ministry of Environment.
Yes. Yes. Mainly the tenders. We need to, our tenders need to be audited by a third party, and our government gets all this information.
And you are dealing with the hazardous landfill facility, and at the end there is some hazardous material that remain within these facilities. So you have also capable to send these hazardous waste to the landfills, and also it's monitored.
Yeah.
And does it all go to landfills, or is it incinerated, or do we have other treatments?
Only the amount that we can extract for RDF, that is send it to landfill.
So everything they can recycle, they recycle.
Exactly.
Everything that is not recycled, the first energy recovery, and then at the last resource,
Then only zero waste to landfill.
Some of the countries, they are also have a problem with the infrastructure, so they need the system so as to have a long lifetime for the landfill, make use of the existing energy, because at the end, the kind of the waste that generated is not as as simple as here. It's very contaminated with organic waste. It's contaminated with agricultural residues and all sorts. It's not simple in the region. So for this reason, I'm asking.
Just another information. So regarding the municipalities, so here in Portugal, the municipalities. They are responsible for the collection of the urban waste coming from our households. But they also separate some electronic equipment in their facilities, and we also collect them. So in most of the cases, we Electrão, we can place there a container, a big container, like 30 square meters, and then we collect the container, and Veolia collects the container, brings it here, does the separation, and then the treatment. Okay, so we also work with the majority of the municipalities in Portugal to collect electrical waste.
Because also in the region, the collection system, or we don't have a primary separation. So at the end, you will find the municipal waste is contaminated with metals, cables, it's more, I had seen remote control lead. So, the municipal waste is also, you may contain, you may have remote controls, small appliances may be within the municipal. So this is the
We find it here also, maybe in a smaller amount, but we also find electric waste in the mixed waste that municipalities treat in their mechanical and biological treatment.
Something big that Electrão also has is proximity with the people. So they are in fairs, they are in small events that happen throughout the city to try and raise awareness for the importance of separating correctly at source.
Thank you for all your responses.
About the hazardous waste, just to let you know that we don't do it here in Portugal, but there are other Veolias around the world that have the capacity to treat hazardous waste to the end, even maybe in your countries.
No. It's according to the laws, the waste management laws, it's forbidden to use hazardous waste to be treated. So this is one of the problems that some countries are not capable to import RDF or SRF because according to the regulation, it's considered maybe contaminated with hazardous waste. So it is somewhat this clauses within has to be revisited. But at the end, we need to start this type of treatment at least.
You don't have any more questions?